Hello angels, this is Quiet Queen. This video is going to be part 2 to the series Being Stalked by Fairies, my personal story. Before I get into that, I just want to give a shout out to Astro Boo Baby. I just looked at a video of yours about people warning people about others leaving messages about certain people and how they're being negative, and that helping people to understand that you really shouldn't believe what you hear. Because I left you a message because I was saying you must know what somebody did about me. I appreciate that, because there is someone who he did a video response about me because I blocked him, because I didn't want to be bothered with all the negativity. So I blocked him and he couldn't get into my channel again. So he did a video response and it was so negative and it was so hurtful, and none of it is true, and it was painful at first. I even went to his channel and apologized to him. If I did anything to hurt you or make you feel this way, I'm sorry, you know. But after a while, he never did respond and he didn't take the video down. So if y'all run across that, don't believe the hype. So I just wanted to say that. Thank you, Astro Boo Baby, for making that video and helping people to understand that people can be just so mean-hearted and it's not worth it. And that's the type of energy that these energies that's coming into our existence feed off of. They want people like that. They feed off of that energy. You heard this saying, evil begets evil, and you don't want to be a part of that. Okay, you want to clear your aura, your space. You don't want to allow anyone to get into that. I don't know if you can hear in the background, but I'm playing my chakra music because I needed to clear and cleanse. I just got back from work. I didn't even do my housework yet because I was so anxious to do this video. I was gonna put up other videos, but y'all have been messaging me giving me personal messages, asking for me to do this video. I'm sorry, I can't speak right today. But anyway, I want to hurry up and get to the meat and potatoes of this video. Now, this energy that I was telling you all about, this fairy, if you haven't seen part 1 of this series, shut this video down and go back and look at part 1, okay? So you can understand. Now, this, I believe, I didn't say this before, but I do believe that there's more than one energy following me around. Before I moved into this house, I mean, it's been following me around for years. You know, now I know many of you have children in your lives. You may not have your own children, but you know of children, right? Have you ever noticed a small child jumping up and down on the bed? If you're lying on the bed, what typically would happen if that child is next to you and you're lying down and they're jumping up and down on the bed? You would tend to lean into the indentation that that child is making with their feet, am I right? When they're jumping and bouncing on the bed. Well, my husband has to get up and go to work earlier in the morning, much earlier than I have to get up. So when he leaves, this always happens when he leaves. He could be at work, he could be in another room, he could be wherever, but just not lying in the bed with me, because he never notices it. I feel jumping up and down on my bed. And a couple of times my little great nephew was here and I looked over and I was gonna, Emery, but it wasn't him. He wasn't there, he was asleep. So and I've caught a glimpse of this particular energy. It didn't have any form. It was like shadow-like. That's why I think it may not have been the brownie this particular time. But that's why I said to someone who left a message on one of my videos, fairies can't be trusted. I know people like to work with them because they say they protect your children, they protect your animals, they protect your house while you're not there. That may be true, but if you want to discontinue the relationship, they can get really jealous, they can get upset, they act like spoiled children, they can wreak havoc in your life. That's when I said, remember before I told you, watch what you ask for, because you just might get it. In other words, you may not want what you're asking for. So watch what you ask for. Research. for a while. Do not jump into working with fairies or fae, because they're just dangerous. They're vindictive little things. Just because they're small, they can wreak big havoc. Okay, so this particular entity, small being, was jumping up and down on my bed, by my head, sometimes knock on my head, pull my hair. I also feel it running on the bed, you know. And at first it freaked me out, and I was like, oh my God, what is that shaking my bed? You know, no one's in this bed but me. So I feel it pet her feet just running up and down on the side of me while I'm on my side. And then I can turn over on that side and I'll feel it on the opposite side, just running up and down the bed. Sometimes I feel it at the feet, running across my feet. It's getting on my nerves. I want it to leave me alone. Unless you're gonna bring me some money, if this ain't about no money pimping, then you can just keep it moving. I don't want to be bothered. I believe I brought it on myself because I do have a fascination with knowing about the fae and the fairy and the pixies, and I just find things like that interesting. I love learning about gods and goddesses. I love learning about astral traveling, Akasha records. I love ancient history, anything that's taboo. I'm just into that. So sometimes when you're at the right place at the right time and it's the right moon phase and you're in the right mood and you touch certain energies, that residue, you're adopting it. So watch what you touch. Watch who you talk to. Watch who you let touch you. Watch who you have sex with. Be very, very cognizant of what touches your body, what enters you. Okay, even from the jewelry that you wear, don't let people touch certain things because they may not mean to, but they could pass on an energy or residue of something that's negative or positive, but hey, you never know. So I'm gonna tell you what I did. Y'all know I had to do something. You know I did. I want to get rid of this thing, but before I tell you what I did, let me tell you about my granddaughter. She's 5 months. Okay. Now, my daughter used to tell me, Mama, I think it is something in your house, because every time I come over there, the baby cries so harsh. And I go, wait a minute. She brought her in one day, and we sat here and watched her. She was sitting in her car seat, and she looked up, and she followed around the perimeter of my ceiling. And sometimes she was just staring in amazement, and then sometimes she'll look and she'll follow it and she'll cry, and then the cry will get louder and louder until it just be like a scream, like something is hurting her. That's when I pull out all the stops. Okay, hold on. How do you fight a spirit or an energy? Because I'm not gonna let you harm my family. It's not gonna happen. If I can make it turn physical, I'll whoop your ass about my family. Okay, you messing with that little baby to me is like signing a death wish. I was really angry, so I started shouting, and my son started shouting, and it disappeared. It dissipated for a few days. Then one day I said, okay, I'm gonna thoroughly I clean my house every day, but one day I decided I'm gonna wash down walls, I'm gonna wax the floors, I'm gonna just cleanse the air, open up the windows and pray and be in a good mood, and just, you know, even watch what type of cleaning supplies you clean your house with, because some things just may just give off a negative vibe. You got to pray over everything. So I'm gonna tell you what I did. I smudged my entire house. You want to do this before you move, and even after you move, if you're gonna move into a different house. Okay, if you have got into an argument with your significant other, or your siblings or someone, you want to cleanse your area, cleanse your aura. You don't want any negativity. So I play my music that I'm playing now, and I got this smudge from a natural store. Okay, and what you do is, it's sage, by the way. It's just a bunch of sage, sticks of sage. Can you see the sticks? And they wrapped it up. It's been prayed over. It's been consecrated, and It kind of does smell like marijuana, but your girl ain't into that, so. But it does. So, but it burns out really fast. So you light it. Don't light it at the ends where the sticks are. Light it right here. Okay? And what you do is you walk around your house or your room or whatever you want clean. Even you can walk around the outside, the perimeter of your home. Okay? And pray. You need to take a bath first and be clean and think of good thoughts. And you just, every door, every window, you can make an X, you can make a crescent moon, you can make a pentagram, you can make figure eights, whatever sign that you think is strong, or it don't have to be a sign at all. You could just smudge it and walk all the way around your house to every room, every window, every door, every opening, even your vents. Smudge. And this does work. It doesn't always last, I've noticed, for a long time, so I have to do it more often, because until I can find a way to rid this energy that is harassing me, I have to do this more often. And you have to keep your house immaculate. Keep it clean, because some energies, they like clutter. There's this energy called, or this being called a buggart. B-U-G-G-A-R-T. Buggarts love to harass babies and little kids. They like their energy. They like when they get upset, and they feed off of that. And I'm hoping that's not what my little grandbaby saw. But anyway, they don't like this. If they can, if energies and things like this can feel pain, that's exactly what they're feeling when you burn something like this. There's also an incense called dragon's blood that's a lot more potent than this is, but it's really, really hard to find. There's this place called Mega's Books that you can go online. They used to have it, but lately they have been out of it, so this is what I'm using. And the store that I got this from is right next door to my job. How convenient is that? Ooh. Okay, so, and I also bought a bunch of stones, and you put different stones around, but I'm not going to get into that. Just wanted to tell you all about the little annoying ass fairy that's been crawling on my bed and crawling. Sometimes it'll crawl up my back and play with my hair and just things like that. Now I'm gonna do a part 3. First, I was thinking about not doing a part 3 because there is something that I can actually show you, some physical evidence that will freak your freak. But you heard that saying, you have to crawl before you walk, or you can't feed a baby meat. I don't know who all watches my videos or what your ages are, but I think I'm going to do part 3, but it's going to be on private. If you're interested in seeing what I have to show and tell in part 3, it's going to freaking blow your mind. Then message me in this video and let me know, and I will allow you to be one of the ones to see it, because I'm just going to put it on private. I'm not going to have it in public. It's just, no, I think it's too much for some people. So now I'm going to put this out, and what you do is you get sand like this. This is from my other one I burnt. I had several of these. I don't know if y'all can see that, but anyway, this is, yeah, here's from string from the last one I burned. You can burn these. See that sage? Yeah. So anyway, you put it in the sand like that and put it out like that. Okay, so I'm going to shut down this video. I'm going to go ahead and prepare for part 3. Don't expect it for another couple of weeks, because I'm going to pray over this. I'm going to fast and see if this would be a good idea. The only reason why I'm talking about it is because it's therapeutic for me. So you're helping me by listening to me. It's therapeutic. And if anything happens to me, good or bad or whatever, or indifferent, at least it's documented. And I just want to put that out there. That's how serious I am about getting rid of whatever the hell this is following me, and hope that I can help someone and it won't happen to someone else unless you want it. So I'll say this one more time. Watch what you ask for, because you just might get it. See you next time. Bye, angels.